thank you to the choir because they're down half their voices. And I don't know how many of them are down in their voice because the respiratory infection is going around, but there may be some of that too. But thank you. Even through the adversity, here you are, and we give thanks for that. Hi guys and girls. So I've got a question mostly for you two, but Nora, you can jump in if you choose. Have you ever just walked up to your parent and given him a big hug and said, "I love you," for no apparent reason?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah. Yes.
Because I told you to do that a couple of weeks ago, and I said I was going to ask about it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened after you did that? Nothing? They just hugged you back?
Pretty much.
They didn't ask you if you wanted ice cream?
No.
No? How did you feel after you did it?
Same as I felt before I did.
Same as you felt before. Which parent was it?
Wrong.
How did you feel after you did it?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all really want that from the people we love the most. And it's hard for kids to understand sometimes how much parents love their kids. And it doesn't stop when you get older. You know, one of the things that I think kids forget is grown-ups still want to feel like they're loved. Just like you want to feel like you're loved, even if sometimes you don't just flat out say it. Sometimes you walk in from school, you've had one of those days, and you just want a big hug from mom or dad, right? It happens. But you know what? There are people who live completely alone. Which, I know when you're dealing with a sibling, you think, wow, that sounds wonderful. But when they come home, there's nobody there. And you know where a lot of those people come to feel loved and connected to other people?
Church.
Church. Excellent. Right answer. And you know what else they sometimes hope for? Is that the kids will notice that they feel alone and loved because they miss their kids. So, this is tricky. I don't want to be guilty of manipulating you. I just want to make you more aware. If there are people that are like hanging around wanting you to give a high five and you're not comfortable, you're not sure who they are or whatever, throw them the high five, okay? Because it may make the difference in their day. Just like when you have a bad day and you want to give mom or dad a hug, or if you're like at least one of you, that's just not really a choice because I know that Dad's going to be gone for 26 out of 50 days. Right? It's going to be a hard month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or Nora, if things are a little challenging in terms of home, but you've got that whole family in your neighborhood, go to one of those people. Go to people you trust. Go to people you know. And be willing to ask them, hey, watch this one. This one's tricky. Hey, would you like a hug? Because that way you're in control, right? And that's important. Your body belongs to you and you need to be in control. But if you're in control and then you say to someone, would you like a hug, and they want one, what do you get too? A hug! There you go, exactly. So whether it's a high five or a hug or whatever, as long as you remember that you're in control first and you ask people, hey, would you like a hug? You get one too. It's a win-win. And if they don't want one, that's okay. Just like if I looked at you and I said, hey, Alan, would you like a hug?
No.
That's fine. You know, one day maybe you'll want a hug and I'll be happy to give you one. But today's not the day and that's
You told
cool.
me to say no.
Don't rat me out. I needed the good example. What can I say? Being a follower of Jesus means caring about people protecting yourself along the way. You don't want to do things that don't make you comfortable, but also being willing to care for other people. And sometimes something as simple as a hug or a high five or a hello or a how are you makes a difference. Just like how wonderful it made your mother feel when you gave her a hug for no apparent reason. Okay?
Okay.
So be willing to share a little bit of love with the world, and you'll get a lot of love back. And that's not a bad deal. Let's say a prayer. Dear God, thank you
Thank you
for giving us
for giving us
the ability to love
the ability to love
and the ability
and the ability
to share love.
to share love.
Help us
Help us
to share your love
to share your love
with others.
with others.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay. You have a note page. You two have someone waiting for you.
Want to flip that up? With the pen?